I neutralized him and sued into oblivion.
Neutralized. Like dead.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the official trailer for Netflix's The Fall of the House of Usher. Now, like the 1960s version of this story, this is not based upon any one Edgar Allan Poe story, which is to say, it is a melange, a combination of various stories. So I'm pretty sure that the wrapping is probably going to be The Fall of the House of Usher, but it will include elements of, let's say, The Telltale Heart, let's say The Raven, and a few others, no doubt. And for whatever reason, that tends to be the way Edgar Allan Poe stories are approached, for the most part. And that's interesting to me. I am a huge fan of Poe when done well. Though, sadly to say, this is the last we're going to see of Mike Flanagan on Netflix for a while, I imagine, because the last I heard, he has a deal with Amazon, which is supposedly developing his Dark Tower series. So his Netflix deal has expired, and The Fall of the House of Usher will be the last we see from him on Netflix for a while. These things are always kind of fluid though, so I wouldn't say forever, but certainly for a while. What also interests me about this depiction is that, from what I've heard, is that it's going to be based upon giallo, which is an Italian form of, I want to say, thriller / slasher type film that was made famous by Dario Argento and Mario Bava. And the best American example of a giallo, I think, is Brian De Palma's Dressed to Kill. Great movie if you haven't seen it, by the way. This is supposedly very bloody and very violent. And to be honest, that's something I have not seen from Mike Flanagan for the most part. His work tends to be very thoughtful, very introspective, and very well done. And while the latter thing is something I want to see with all horror, I do want to see him let go a little. Let's see some of that violence. Let's see some of that gore. Something, as I said, Mike Flanagan, as far as I'm aware, has not done before to any degree. I mean, there was some in Dr. Sleep, but again, it was very mild. In any case, let's look at the official trailer for The Fall of the House of Usher.
It's time. It's time. It's time.
Your Honor, no matter how much evidence stacked against them, the Usher crime family stands stronger and darker than ever before.
Anyone comes after us, we will exhaust our arsenal until the threat's neutralized.
I neutralized him and sued into oblivion on the streets.
Neutralized. Like dead.
You guys, we really should get together more often. It's just a balm for the soul.
Roderick Usher, your family is a collection of stunted hearts. Whose time has come.
Who are you?
Consequence. And tonight is consequential. I'm gonna head out. I've got an appointment with your dad.
Your brother's dead.
This is tragic, but a few "my heart will go on" tweets will pat it out.
This was no accident. You have been targeted. And this woman knows everything.
It's time, Roderick. What did you do?
I'm afraid you're ringside for my reckoning, old friend.
I don't even own anything Funeral Black. Wait, that's not true. It's just fucking satin.
Satin is silk for poor people, and no one should wear it to a funeral unless they died in it.
Are we safe?
If we don't stop her,
You
won't have a family left.
Frankly, I think you've forgotten what I am.
Nevermore. 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 Nevermore.
The House of Usher. May it rest in peace.
Well, that was the trailer for Mike Flanagan's The Fall of the House of Usher. And it looks like a comedy, a dark comedy. And I love dark comedy. And it also seems to be talking about a modern interpretation of Poe's Usher family, which is to say, in Mike Flanagan's interpretation, the Ushers are a crime family, and due to their debased nature, they're being killed off one by one. This looks like fun, though what I'm really hoping for is that it brings the gore, it brings the violence, because, as I mentioned earlier, this is supposedly along the lines of a giallo, so I want to see it bring it. Now, what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailing to Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like or a follow. Peace.